Hey, this is Lance of 20-Sided Night. Today we're back at Incident when we're doing this again. To my right, we have the always kind and affable Craig. Craig, tell us about your guy, you little sweetheart.
I was hoping for effervescent, but I'm Craig Grabowski. Look, you know what? I just need better.
Listen, you gotta knock off
compliments. All right.
I'll work better on him.
I'm Craig Grabowski. A human mechanic. I like to fix things, make things. I'm gonna make about that my mission.
Hey, I'm Evan. I play Baylor Korva, the goodly priest of Abadar and healer of the group, and also I've decided I'm going to find that android and I'm going to skin her and maybe wear part of her as a pelt, like Hercules.
But you are the goodly priest of Abadar, I guess.
Listen, I'm the good guy here.
You're finding a way to make a profit.
I'm going to skin her in self-defense.
Okay, as long as it's self.
And as long as you were standing your ground.
She was coming right at me.
I'm going to assault her on accident.
Yes. Okay, and to the crossman we have.
My name is Dylan.
All right.
I'm playing Lizard Murderface, the Vesk soldier, and aspiring secretary.
Nice.
I guess my name is White C4. I have a character named Jonah who is a mechanic android, and I guess I'm just called White C4 now.
That's racist. But okay, and so across him we have the beautiful
the charge.
and hauntingly mysterious Alexa.
I'm just playing an ace pilot. That's it.
Alright, yeah.
By the name
So
of.
if you talk to
Names don't matter.
Alexa,
All die this session. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
can Alexa subscribe to a YouTube channel for you? If you say hey Alexa, subscribe to 20-Sided Night, does it work?
I don't know, you'll have to ask her later. Hey, you come on, we gotta do this. Yeah.
Order me a 12-pack of tab.
Yeah, so we're back on the ship. You take 5 damage. No. So you're on the ship. It's tethered to the. You're on the ship. It's what?
5 damage, man.
Oh.
Write it down. There's a pen.
Damage!
No, I'm giving you a hard time. You're fine.
I'm on death's door.
Okay, so who wants to catch us up with what happened last time? Go for it, babe.
Alright, so basically we went and we decided to stop goofing around and go into diners and being rascals on the bus. And we went to the spooky Eox embassy, except for Triple Decker. She was like, oh, that's his homie. But it was all like RAR XD spooky in there. Ghost that was possessing a corpse said,
go to the ship, the Aceron, and the Drift Rock. Also, I have a spooky box that's the size of a coffin, but don't look at the box.
That's not how the ambassador said.
That's racist to Eox, the end.
Yeah. And we got thrilling space combat where everyone was just missing for like an hour.
Hey, I did good. I kept
When
the
you're
ship.
shooting that android lady that's been chasing us and blew up his dog and wife. And
I hate this android.
yeah, and she's like, oh, space combat is not going to get us anywhere. So fight me on this space hulk that we're going to. And
Special.
yeah, and a sort of blood oath that kill her in the name of good old Abadar.
All right, yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for catching us up. I was totally paying attention to that. I really was. You did a good job. There's no inspiration in Starfinder, so thanks is all you get.
There's for homebrew.
Yeah, but that would confuse the folks at home, and also,
Bananas.
yeah. So that is correct. You're tethered to. You have your ship tethered to the Aceron, and if you all remember, the orifice of the Aceron has opened up to the docking ramp of your ship, and you see this darkness pouring out from this mysterious and alien ship. I'm not gonna have you all roll for initiative. Just what do you all want to do first?
What do we do, Captain?
First of all, we're gonna hunt down that android in the name of Abadar, and we're gonna bring her. We're gonna bring her. We're gonna bring her to his light. We're gonna by dragging if need be. But as I'm saying this, as I'm just adjusting my arm, making sure it fits right, loading my gun, putting one in the chamber, making sure my breathing apparatus for the armor works.
Okay, so are you searching the Drift Rock, or are you searching the Aceron first?
Well, she did say meet me on the Aceron. We can fight it out. So figure I got to be ready for the Sharks versus Jets kind of style rumble.
Okay.
I'm gonna prep the ship for leaving, which means setting traps for would-be invaders and stealers of ships.
Okay. Just write down like we'll say how long did you guys take to do this?
An hour. An hour. Yeah.
An hour?
Yeah.
We'll say in that time you can set up 3 traps. Just write them on the back of your sheet.
Okay.
I'll trust you to just make them, like within your
Ability.
within your ability to do. And who else is doing something while doing this 8-hour prep time?
I'm just sweatily rubbing my hands together, just thinking of
Both
getting
2
that
hands.
android dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, in that box.
Karen and I would like to continue progress on our prime objective.
Oh man.
Your prime objective?
Yeah.
Okay.
Karen and I's project.
I know what you're talking about. Give me a computers and an engineering check, please.
Yep, 19 plus whatever stuff you got.
Okay, 21.
21. Okay, and that's... Give me an engineering check as well. This will be for Karen.
Oh, that one was for Karen.
Okay, then give me your computers check then.
Oh, I'm bad at computers.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Hey-o.
I'm bad at computers.
You're-
All I know is
Blam.
point and shoot and
Okay.
one day secretary.
So you're trying your best to write these programs, but it seems like you're hitting some difficulties.
Karen is doing most
some
of it,
hardships.
though.
Karen, she definitely is doing most of it. It seems like she hasn't really given too much resistance, ran into too much resistance when she's trying to fulfill this task. And she's just sort of beeping and booping quietly to herself away.
Oh my god.
I'm into it.
All right. And so what's that? What are you doing this hour?
So we haven't opened our door and then the ship's door to go in, right?
The ship's door has been open as well as your door. I'm kind of staring off into darkness.
I just kind of get my rifle out and just have it point out just in case anything comes at us. Because if there's something, when you open the door in this darkness, it's kind of safe to assume that something's gonna jump out of the. But at the same time, I'm having my AI tell me if anyone's comment or subscribed to my gaming channel shenanigans.
You haven't heard much yet. There's radio silence across all bands. What's Baylor?
Oh, I was basically just being real mean priest. Where I'm just like, I'm gonna bring her to Abadar's light. I'm just getting ready. I'm pumping myself up.
Being a real spicy meatball.
Yeah, I'm being a real mean priest.
Okay. Mean priest, I'm into it. And so that'll take about an hour for you to set those traps and whatnot that you're doing for the ship. What was your, give me an engineering check for them, please?
Yep. Sorry. Should have been ready for this.
How dare you?
I know.
Trusted you.
The only one.
I think you were actually going to try to grab your candy wait, these aren't dice.
Don't call me out. Never mind.
Why do you gotta say that on camera?
I'm like the fattest guy at the table, and you have to criticize me for my candy
How
cabinets.
dare you?
Nothing wrong with that.
17.
You were just reaching
Okay,
out
now,
for it.
one of the things that came up last time, and I want to make sure I'm calculating this correctly. When I'm doing an engineering check like this, am I just adding this or the total?
You would be adding the total.
Okay, so that is a 29.
Okay, perfect. So you do fantastic. You are there's no reason to think that these traps would be ineffective. They would be whatever you made them on your sheets, and they were done with a few maybe how many bulks of just different materials do you have?
Well, I definitely have enough metal and explosive parts to make any sort of fragmentation, and I don't really think really much of anything else needed.
Yeah, remove remove one bulk.
Okay.
Of each.
Okay.
Tomato have a boxing glove, then one of the chaps could just be a boxing glove that comes out of nowhere.
Listen, Green Arrow fought and died for our sins. How dare you? I always bring up Green Arrow on the worst times.
On his birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
on Green Arrow's
he's a bow
birthday.
hero.
So the traps are set up, and who does what now? You can all go ahead and a good old battle move forward, or do you all just decide to stare into this dark opening?
Alright, I'm gonna say, Lizard Murderface, you and Karen take point. I'll be in the center in case anyone needs to be healed. I'm gonna have you two in the back, covering, have your AIs watch our back, and you'll be right behind me.
I'm just gonna place a one of the fragmentation grenades on the door handle, but facing away from the ship, so as to not cause damage to the ship.
Okay.
But if someone were to open it, they take the grenade to the face.
All right, go ahead and remove one fragmentation grenade from your inventory, and that's all what you could do.
That's what we do.
I'm gonna take the keys to the ship.
Okay.
Keep them on me.
I like it.
And lock it.
Definitely lock it too.
Okay.
Oh, what about Hank?
I say Hank would be good.
You
Don't
leave-
set off the traps.
You live in Hank in the ship?
Yeah, protect it with your life.
Okay.
It's our only way out of here.
He gives you a little. Actually,
I said grenade, I
do.
mean, like mine or whatever.
Here's a gun. Here's the gun.
Okay. He holds it as you've been showing him how your weapons and such works. He seems fairly competent as his expressionless lizard-like face scans into the darkness and he's sort of hunting down. He sits on a little chair and he's sort of he doesn't point it anywhere, but he has it next to him.
Yeah.
At attention and ready. So that's all you're doing from right now. You're all just heading into the Aceron, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Flickering emergency lights do little to dispel the darkness from within, and there's just a sort of red hum that pours over steely walls inside of these corridors. Inside the derelict ship, the sense of abandonment comes over as the sound of silence echoes throughout the halls and the subway walls. Yes.
So you're saying
Artificial gravity is still functional, though, and there's likely still power to run the essential systems, life supports, oxygen, things like that. So while your suits they can contain you for a while, your senses are reaching out that it's not exactly needed. The area didn't seem very toxic, or the void of space hasn't done too much to damage the insides. And there's still just obvious clues. There's no really obvious clues as to what happened to the crew of the ship.
Are there like terminals on the walls? Because sometimes some ships might have a terminal to quickly access something.
You can give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. That's a 24.
Okay, so with your just in higher perception, it's still too dark to be able to make out any sort of terminals or anything like that. I'm sorry, there's no. With your higher perception, you're able to see through through most of the darkness, and your ship's and the ship's emergency lights. They are just basically say if you were to go into your room over there and close the door, you can sort of make things out. It's like that. You don't see any terminals sticking out. There's no light that pours through any sort of holographic displays or anything.
Does my dark vision help with that at all?
It certainly does. And you see that whatever terminals or, just certain, I don't want to say luxury kiosks, but luxury kiosks, those are off as, the whatever electricity or power is used is definitely needed elsewhere.
I'm going to see if I can't, do some configuring just to get a quick read, maybe some footage to see what happened, because it is kind of spooky that we're in here. We're getting that sense that no one's been here for a while.
The emergency lights they do show this, and if you guys want to put yourselves, see what that C4 thing is?
C.
Right here? Yes, and I didn't write it just for you.
And which way would we be facing? Would we be facing that way? Because
the facing doesn't really matter. I mean, because
it kind of does for the marching order.
Yeah, you'd be facing that way. Sure, why not? Yeah, it's that spooky.
Oh my God! It's a car sound.
So yes, but the area is lit enough we can sort of make things out. So if you guys look into the back of his room, it'd just be that much light right there.
Oh, okay.
Whereas it's just a non-lit room. Any light that's coming from any light that's
I think we left Hank in the
around
ship.
is
Oh,
secondary.
he's in the ship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, one thing I like to do is just because it is super dark in here, I'm going to cast Token Spell on the sort of the front of Karen, and because I can use something to light. And let's see. I can make something lightly cast dim illumination in a 30-foot radius. So I'm gonna so the front of her is just gonna be kind of glowing.
Okay. So it's now. I want to
gonna
say it's.
Click
it's
on my night vision processor.
The
as
tab
well.
logo on her is illuminated.
It's like in the good Fallout games where you get like the special headlamp. It says like a little Vault Boy thumb out. It's like that, but it's like a big tab logo just
The good
burning
Fallout
into the
games,
side.
Are you talking about 76?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Fallout. Everything before 76, except for Tactics. Tactics was certainly there. Yeah, I'm real daring.
I think, night vision processors on.
Okay, it seems like you guys night vision, different racial traits, Karen glowing like a small star, and burning the righteous symbol into tab into all that she surveys. It's no longer dim light; it's bright light for the purposes of, say, being able to look around and things like that. It's not, things are illuminated more, and you see various things on the walls, certain burn marks, claw marks, things like that. And so what do you all do from here?
Could we try and identify if we might know
I was about
what
to say
made those?
life science check.
Go ahead and give me life science checks, whoever's checking. I believe it'll be you two.
Can I give it a whirlwind, Mr. Man?
Sure, I'll
That's
do
a
one.
17.
11.
And wait, sorry, it's
I like how
20,
nobody's
29
using the-
altogether.
Okay, I like how nobody's using the help action to actually help somebody who is proficient in it. It's like, no, only me.
26.
26? Okay.
I'm proficient in it.
Okay.
Mine's
No, that's what
12.
okay. So
I'll
whoever
help.
wants to go for it, go for it.
I'll help.
You dare sully it?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about him. Okay.
But he solved it with tab, so it's okay.
Alright. So,
Sully
It's a
and
feature.
drink with tab.
So do I need to make a high roll to help him out?
you have to beat a 15 in order to add it.
I'm at
Sorry.
You do not.
I'm at 29.
You actually hurt him. He's trying.
If anything, I just bump him like,
Hey, what's that over there? What is it? What is it? He's hitting him.
It's a parakeet.
Hey, it's one joke that I know. So you don't really. Well, you're just. What systems would you have been in? Like systems, travelings. I know that you were in the jail before.
Oh, so I'm from Brosalom Station, which is a completely made up station in a different sector.
Okay.
It's just a boys boarding school. So I'm fresh out of the academy,
my.
basically. And then our first assignment after going to engineering school landed me on the island. Or on that
Yeah.
planet, not just island.
It's an island.
Your AI does tell you this.
And this is the evil
She,
AI, right?
whispers into your ear. Hey, you don't know what's going on here. How dare you? So your AI does tell you that.
Okay.
Okay. And so what do you all do? The different signs. They're different. Like they're claw marks, and the blaster bolts. They do seem of laser bolts. The sides of the ship are burned and scorched. The burn marks, they are they're scorched against the sides. They seem to be like lower caliber, if there's a caliber to laser fire, or lower intensity lasers. Thank you.
What about the life science check? Did it tell us anything about the aliens from claw marks?
They seem to be quadrupedal.
Okay.
Oh no.
See a front and hind claws?
Yes. And more bestial than humanoid, just because of the separation of the claw marks, where they are. They're really low to the ground, it seems.
Can I
Centaurs.
No worse.
Space centaurs.
take an engineering check to see how much damage these
Space werebears.
just from the the makeup of the ship and whatnot, kind of understanding what the ship is made of to find out how dangerous this situation is?
Yeah, give me an engineering check if you dare.
I do. That is a 31.
And I'll add a help action. Or die trying.
Looks like die trying, but I'm sorry. Sucks to be you.
Well,
Oh, wait,
Like
never
the
mind.
clicky of
He's like, I'll help. Bam.
No, it's like Craig's doing.
Stop trying to help
Craig's
me.
being an engineer. It's like, hey, it looks like you're trying to hack into the system. Do you need some help?
Like, no, I.
Little paperclip guy comes out.
Oh yeah, good old bad old Clippy.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
It does well. It seems like anything that could, stab into some metal, maybe wouldn't be a small something to take lightly, especially since it is a.
But like, what kind of metal are we talking? Like, is it pretty substantial? Are we talking like armor grade, or are we talking like structure grade?
Structure grade for sure.
Okay. So the not reinforced hardened steel, but like still steel.
Yeah.
What if it's a centipede?
Not enough legs.
I'm not sure if that was that you or Karen that just suggested.
So
oh, it's a centipede.
Lizard murder
And I
face.
really need to know that.
I don't know if you knew this, but quadrupeds only have 4 legs. So
What if it's
centipedes
a
have
centipede?
100 legs.
Whatever it is, I'm sure Lizard Murderface can kill it.
Yeah? He's... yeah?
Just like you killed old Zach here, and I rubbed Zach's stomach.
I never met him, so I don't know.
He's right here. You want to say hi?
What do you all do now?
Let's go in the door. Let's move.
I'll suggest Lizard Murderface. Let's go down this way since him and Karen are taking the lead. We got the nerds in the back. I'm in the center, so if anyone gets shot, I can like heals.
What was any other information that you were looking for with that? Since you got a fairly high roll, was there any other information you were looking for that you feel I missed out on? Or?
No. I mean, the only other type of thing I would do is look at salvage, but I think I'm pretty full right now.
You pack rat. Like you're carrying like all this weight of just like metal bits and bops, and it's like
The first thing I did
There's a
when I
can
got to
over
the
there.
ship, though, was unload my stuff. So, like,
Okay.
most of my stuff is still on the ship.
all right.
I mean, I got room to carry stuff, but I'm saving it for something
Hank
special.
is in the ship touching all your stuff.
You know what?
Well, I thought, did you?
Hank doesn't get a chance to get out much, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what he's touching.
Also, most of that scrap is from his home planet. It's like that wasn't artillery.
Yeah.
Replacing that he shipped.
He's like,
the wonders that I could never imagine.
this is from my place. That's a
The only
pizza
thing-
sign.
It's the only thing that still connects him to his home world
Yeah.
and using it to blow people up.
Making it home
Yeah, but
for
also
Hank.
it was from the bad guys. So it'd be like if an American World War II soldier was, started hanging out with aliens and the whole thing.
You're trying to tell me that U.S.
like a-
soldiers aren't going to bring back an AK-47 if they get a chance? Come on. That's an AK-47.
A little bit of history
just
check,
has
a
a
little
great
bit of
weapon.
history knowledge for you that I'm probably going to cut out, or leave it for the kids at home. Back in Nazi Germany, yes, I know a lot about Nazi Germany history, when the Americans would like kill one of the Nazis. It would be the story up and down and pick up on theirs because they made the superior model of weapon. So, makes sense for that to happen. For sure.
And they would take him as collectors, like the broom-handled Mauser,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his favorite gun.
We're moving on here.
Basically, yeah.
So you mentioned before I started beating you to death with the Stein that you were moving somewhere.
Yeah, we're just going down here.
Okay.
Lizard Murderface is leading the way.
Where's Karen take point?
I will.
Are we in
do it.
sort of like combat action right now, or?
No, it's not combat right now. It's just
So what I mean is, like, do we need to do our movements within like the 30 yards, or are we just open
no. You
movement
can
right
all
now?
move as long as move your regular movements. You can all move free of each other as well. I'm going to say that your communicators, the size of the ship, and just the fact that you were able to pick up just your space tube channel and grumbler accounts. You are able to communicate with each other inside of the ship via telecommunication device. So you guys can spread out if you want and sort of talk to each other still, if you all want to. No?
Yeah, I don't think
Just
we
a
should,
couple more
I don't
rounds.
think we should split the party because last time that was bad.
So I do have low light vision, by the way, as a vest.
Okay, cool. So instead of seeing in like this darkness, it would be like you can see dim lights. Dim light to you would be like regular bright light.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what direction are y'all heading? Are y'all moving as a unit?
Yeah.
Who's
Karen
in
has
the
a
front?
fuckload of HP, so
You are able to make out the door to your right. That would be was it Murderface and Karen? You are able to make out that the door says storage on it.
Alright, well, I just relay it to everyone. So C3 is storage.
Yes, C3 is storage. PO.
Check it, Captain.
We need to do a sweep just to be sure because that treacherous android is afoot and I don't want to fall.
You know
any
what's in storage, right? More stuff.
Well, I was just wanting to make sure that she wasn't hiding
So-
evil robots in there that are going to blow us up and be the cutest darn things this side of a city.
Yeah.
All right,
touche.
let's go.
So what is that game that? Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. That you go through like a dungeon and you either bust through the door or you open it slowly.
Life?
Imagine you can just do
I
that
can't remember
whenever.
the name of the game. Anyway, like
Rainbow
we're
Six?
just gonna bust in this door.
That's actually a thing.
We're
in
gonna kick
many.
the door down.
What
Yeah, I was gonna
you
say
just,
there's a lot of games.
Wait, before you try kicking down, I'm gonna use a weird technique called I'm just trying to open the door.
No,
Jiggle the handle?
no, we gotta kick it down.
It's the murder face way.
Can I just like kick it down, or do I have to make a strength check?
I would give it. Do a strength check, but keep in mind you're a big, strong Vesk. You're a big, weed-eating boy.
I got a
Whoa.
16.
Yeah.
A 16 is certainly enough. You do notice that when you go to kick the door, it is one of those sliding like saloon doors. So you kick it, and it flies off the hinge and falls into the room. There's a loud crash in there, and you would be in the front. Put yourself in front of the door, please, because that's where you would be, right? Would Karen be behind you? Or is she sort of like moving with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
And I'm gonna go ah.
Okay. As you say, into the room like a weirdo.
That is the most passive aggressive like
Battle cry.
battle cry.
Because I didn't know it was gonna open. I didn't know it was gonna open like that.
Is that a Vesk thing? Like
Maybe.
No, that's a lizard murder face thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of a
it's like,
surprised
that-
lizard murder
is that
face.
it's like if
School.
Tyson's gonna beat you up. It's like if Tyson's gonna be like, I'm gonna mess you up. And like he doesn't put any rage behind it. He's like, I'm gonna mess you up. He's like, I'm gonna mess you
It's
up.
like when Mike Tyson talks to you the first time. You're like, that's adorable.
Iron Mike Tyson, so
Yeah, no,
he will
he's
beat you to
super
death with his bare
intimidating.
hands.
Right, but then he says something. You're like, aw.
Seems like a nice guy though, but he'll still murder you with
Dude,
his
I
bare
would hang the
hands.
fuck out with Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Shit. That
Mike
guy's
Tyson, if you're watching,
super fun.
Please hang out with us. You're cool.
please, you're way cool. Maybe you can get my fat self into shape. But do you decide to walk in now that you've destroyed this
Oh yeah,
door?
I'm gonna walk in and just kind of investigate, see if there's anything that we can salvage in there.
Okay. Ooh. So when you do, are you inside the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay, put yourself in the door. Two creatures, could you put those adjacent to him? One of them misses supremely and sort of collides
Like
and
that?
careens against the wall right there. Yeah, right there. And
Oh,
the
that's
other
really
the other one does latch onto you. With your low light vision, you can see the hulking body of a squat-looking creature. It has 4 arms and legs like a dog, a huge open mouth with many rows of shadowy teeth. Its body is wreathed in purple starlight, and you see maybe dozens of like a dozen tendrils flowing from its head.
I found the monster.
Its they have 2 eyes, and they are illuminate with yellow with the yellow tinge of burning stars, and they are upon you.
Hey you rascals, thank you for watching our video. Click here to subscribe, click here to watch one of our newer videos, and click here if you feel like watching something random. Have a good day.
I don't see what the big deal is. I'm just a little dog.